Welcome to this quick chat with Joseph. He is the lead and founder of the Nerite project. He basically built a platform super decentralized protocol built on Arbitrum, right? Okay, and now we have him for a quick chat. Welcome, Joseph. If you want to introduce yourself and your project.
Sure, yeah, I'm Joseph, also known as Cup of Joseph, and I built Nerite, which is a new streamable stablecoin on Arbitrum. I've contributed to a lot of protocols on Ethereum like OpenSea, Consensus, Liquidity, Open Dollar, and other stablecoin infrastructure. And yeah, very excited to be here discussing Nerite today.
Nice. So we're going to start with the first question. That is, why did you choose Arbitrum as the base for Nerite and instead of other blockchains or second layers?
Sure. So when we started, Ethereum mainnet was still expensive. And so we want to do it on an L2 where there's more users that can afford to use the chain. Arbitrum is an easy choice, being the most decentralized layer 2 and also having the most stablecoin liquidity. Okay. So our goal is to attract liquidity, so we want to go where there is the most. If I did it over today, I might have chosen Ethereum mainnet, but Arbitrum is also a really great home.
Nice. And as a small self-founded team with no VCs, what are the biggest challenges in developing the project?
Right. So yeah, we have no VCs, no outside investors. It's completely community driven, completely just our own team self-investing to get Nerite off the ground. And we've been shocked at how many millions of dollars have gone into the protocol and how many people have joined the community since launching. The biggest challenge is really the breadth and building trust with people. So if you have Paradigm or you have, what's another great VC fund, A16Z or something like that on your cap table, everyone already trusts you.
Yes.
Right? But when we're doing it from scratch ourselves, we only have our own reputation to go on. So we have to build trust with all of our LPs and everyone who comes to use the platform.
Amazing. So like true decentralized project.
Yes. But that takes more time and a lot of energy from myself.
Yeah, I bet.
Yes.
Nerite supports multiple collaterals, such as Ethereum, ARB, and TBTC. How did you decide which ones do you include? And are there plans to add more in the future? Is that even possible?
Yeah, so I'll answer the last part of that first.
Okay.
It's not possible. All the collaterals on Nerite are completely immutable. All the code in the whole protocol is immutable and can never change. The only thing we can update is the debt limits, which is how much debt can be borrowed against each collateral type. So we chose them. We chose the ones that we have based on the risk analysis that we did, how much available liquidity there is. ETH is the lowest risk of all, so it's a very good collateral asset.
Nice.
So you can borrow lots against that at very low fees and higher loan to value and lower over collateralization requirement. And then TBTC specifically we added because we really want to have some way for people to borrow against their Bitcoin. People want to get liquidity or pay their bills without having to sell their Bitcoin and pay taxes, right? So instead you can borrow against it on Nerite. And we wanted some way for people to do that specifically for Bitcoin. There's a lot of different Bitcoin wrappers or tokenized Bitcoin. So we chose TBTC from Threshold because it's the most decentralized way to get Bitcoin onto Ethereum and onto Ethereum L2s.
That's amazing. Yeah. What's the community uptake been like since the launch in, I think, July, right? Mm-hmm. And which feedback surprised you the most?
Yeah, so we got up to about 7 million TVL so far, and we've had hundreds of people come through using USDN for saving, for leverage, and given the initial resources that we started with and how small we started, I'm pretty happy with that success. I think I've been most surprised at the collaterals that people have chosen. I expected most people to be borrowing against ETH and those type of assets. And there's been a lot of threshold Bitcoin users
Okay.
that I didn't realize they had such a large community of their own. And it's been great to connect with more Bitcoin users.
Nice. And USND, it's yield bearing and always redeemable for $1 collateral, right?
That's correct.
So how does this ensure stability and yields for the users?
Yeah, so USND is our stablecoin. And the way it ensures stability is through this feature called redemptions. So any position backing USND in the protocol can be redeemed against. So if I have one USND token, I can redeem it for $1 worth of ETH or $1 worth of threshold Bitcoin at any time. And because of that, the stablecoin is always pegged to $1.
Yeah.
Right? So even if there's no liquidity, or even if the market is trading at a different price, there's always this extra option to be able to redeem for $1.
Nice.
It's a mechanism that makes it safer than centralized stablecoins and ensures stability long term.
Okay. Nerite emphasizes that goes slow in your branding. So what does this mean to you and how does it reflect your philosophy?
Yes, so our slogan, Go Slow, I don't remember who came up with it exactly or where it came from, but it's been kind of a guiding philosophy of the protocol where we started a year ago. It's been a long time, but instead of rushing through the launch or trying to get something just out just to have it done with, we really took our time and went much slower. And because of that, we did extra audits. We didn't make mistakes. We spent more time doing risk analysis than we probably needed to. And that slower approach means that you make less mistakes, right? Personally, for me, most of the mistakes that I've made in my life is because I rushed into something, right?
I feel your pain.
Yes. So, the price of something is falling. Oh my God, we have to react right now. No, go slow. Or someone is trying to get you to buy into something and this offer is only going to last.
Slow down, think about it.
Slow down, exactly. Think about it.
Great slogan.
And if everyone just went a little bit slower, you would get rugged a lot less often. So that's
for sure.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does the integration of Superfluid works to make USND natively streamable? So what were the technical challenges in implementing continuous payments streams?
So USND, our stablecoin, is the first decentralized natively streamable stablecoin. So you don't just have the ability to send it to someone else in a lump sum, like normal amount of money that you send. You also have this ability to stream. So you can do subscriptions, you can do salaries, you can do grants, where instead of me giving you $5 on the first of the month, I stream you $5 linearly over the month, and your wallet balance will just go up continuously. So that is a technology invented by Superfluid. Several years ago, they're like an OG DeFi protocol. I really love Superfluid. It's one of the most innovative things.
It's genius.
It really is. And it's cool because that could never exist in TradFi, right? That's something that
impossible,
it's impossible. The banks will never allow that. So that is possible in crypto, and you just have to do extra math. So we took the Superfluid protocol and we stuffed it inside of our stablecoin so that you don't have to do any extra wrapping, which I think is the main reason that Superfluid never really caught on across everywhere in DeFi.
The market,
Because you have to wrap it to be able to use it, right? And now you don't have to because we put it inside the stablecoin. So you can go into our stablecoin contract and you'll see that it actually inherits the entire Superfluid code base. So it's just all inside of the stablecoin itself. And it can, work
amazing.
Just out of the box, just like that. Really hats off to the Superfluid development team because they made it very easy, and they also gave us a lot of development support while we were building Nerite.
Nice. What do we have here? So here, I would like to hear your personal opinion on centralized institution that managed the dollar. Let me try this again. So now I would like to hear your personal opinion on the institution that manage the dollar, such as central bank or centralized stablecoins as USDC or USDT. Like, do you see them as a threat for decentralized finance or as a complementary?
There's definitely some systemic risk to the crypto as an industry when so much of our capital is in USDC and USDT. Some people have talked about how if there's ever a fork of the chain or a hard fork of Ethereum, whichever side Circle and USDC and Tether with USDT, whatever side they pick is the real one, right? Because that's the one that's going to be valuable. Yeah, that's a risk. I think that's very unlikely that they would pick like the wrong one, or that they would want to take over Ethereum for some reason. But yeah, it's a real risk. We can acknowledge that, you know. But I don't think they're a threat to Nerite. We're building something different. We're building streamable stablecoins. We're building collateralized debt positions where you get to choose your own interest rate. That is something that they can't do.
Yeah,
they don't
it's completely different.
Right. They don't have the ability to do that. We're building new systems that could never have existed before with those traditional financial rails. So I'm certain that there's still going to be a place for many, many years for central banks. I think central banks will exist for a very long time because they're very entrenched. But I don't think that the state should have a monopoly on money. People should be able to create their own version of money, especially if you can guarantee that it's safe, like we do with redemptions. And there is a stablecoin rating agency called Blue Chip, which actually rates Liquidity as safer than Circle. So there are redeemable stablecoins like LUSD and USND, which use this redemption feature, and that actually makes them safer than centralized USDC. So if we can build systems that are safer for end users and guarantee their security, I think that is worth pursuing.
It's just a better choice. Yeah, that's such an amazing answer. So simple question then. It's collateral in Ether, substitute for backing in gold.
Yeah, so I think what Nuriel wants with this question is, and I'll speak directly to him, or anyone else.
I'm really Ether excited.
Yes. For many years, you could only really back a currency by gold, right? That was the gold standard, right? And then fiat, right? We can back it with IOUs.
Yeah.
And now we're backing our currency with ETH. And that is limiting because now the size of USND, like the amount that has been minted, is dependent on people being able to borrow against their ETH and Bitcoin and other related assets. So I would love to see ETH as the native currency of the internet be a great collateral for many other stablecoins. But it is going to be kind of the limiting factor for how much adoption decentralized stablecoins can get.
Okay, perfect. Let me just make sure that we are recording everything.
Oh no, we haven't been. Just kidding.
Just 100% sure.
100%.
Okay, let's keep doing this. So we are already in 10.
Yes, doing well.
Okay.
Excellent.
So what security measures have you been performed on Nerite, especially considering the fork liquidity? Like, how do we ensure the protocol is really unstoppable?
Right. So first off, all the code is immutable, which is a trade-off. Because if there's ever a bug in Nerite or in Liquidity, which is the code base that we use to build Nerite, we can't fix it.
Okay,
which
that's
sounds
a risk.
Scary.
Yeah, sounds scary.
It sounds scary. If there's a bug, we can't fix it. Not my responsibility anymore. Sorry, guys. No, just kidding. But it also means that there isn't any governance power over the protocol, and there isn't some computer that someone can hack to change the rules, right? So everyone who has the ability to fix bugs means that they can upgrade their protocol.
So it's open source, like 100% decentralized.
Yes. So all the code is open source. We did several audits. Liquidity did several audits with Chain Security, with Sherlock, with several other people. There were contests done, and then we added some more features, including the superfluid things that we discussed earlier. And for our Sherlock audit, we actually found one senior auditor who had found critical bugs in Liquidity before and fixed them in their previous audits. So he was an expert in Liquidity, and we found another auditor, 0x Simeo, who had previously audited Superfluid. And then we brought them together and said, go audit Nerite. So we actually brought in experts in Liquidity, both Liquidity and Superfluid, to audit Nerite.
Amazing. And what do you think of educational initiatives like Liberator, decentralized finance school that teaches about the DeFi applications such as Nerite?
Yeah, I think education is really challenging, especially because people mostly get into crypto because they want to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
Right? They say, oh, I heard about the money. I heard so-and-so made...
Get rich, get in, get out.
Right. And so for most people entering crypto, the first thing that they find when they're trying to learn about it is some kind of scam. Because if you're being greedy, you're trying to get rich quick, you're going to get scammed.
Yeah.
Because they're going to play on your greed. So it's important for us to create more positive education that isn't about getting rich, that is just about how the systems work, so that more people can understand what they're actually getting into. And it's very challenging for sure.
Yeah, it is, but I think it's pretty important.
I
there's
think so,
no
yeah.
other way to switch the market from what we have now to what we want to build if it's not through education.
Right. And there's an old phrase that I think rings very true, and it's that Ethereum was not created to make you rich, it was created to set you free.
Yeah.
Right. So the more that we teach people about the technology and the composability and the freedom to control your own money, and also make those systems safer, the better.
Okay, perfect. What do you think is the role of DeFi in education in achieving mass adoption?
Yeah, people will probably not like this take, but I actually do not want mass adoption for DeFi.
Why?
I know. Because my mom will absolutely lose her private key, and my grandma could not handle managing the loan to value
if
ratio.
You lose your car keys, probably gonna lose your private keys.
Yes, exactly. So it doesn't have to be for everybody yet. And the security trade-offs that you make by using OAuth login systems that make crypto so easy, you're leading lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah.
And that's not our goal with Nerite. We're not just trying to get as much adoption as possible at any cost. We're trying to provide a valuable service to a very specific group of people.
Okay, perfect. So do you think it's plausible to say that cryptocurrencies will reach the hands of the whole world? I think probably not.
Probably not. Maybe someday. Maybe in a long enough time horizon, all currency will be cryptographically secured because it has to be. I think stablecoins are really good. And there's a lot more experiments that we could do with stablecoins, even centralized ones. I would like to see stablecoins backed by anything.
I think
farmers
in the future is plausible.
Yes. So farmers on chicken farms should be able to make a stablecoin backed by their chickens. Cities and towns should be able to make stablecoins backed by infrastructure bonds, right? And all this value and capital that exists in the world that isn't liquid is locked up in various places. Stablecoins let us get liquidity on that, and I don't think we've really even scratched the surface for what we can do with them yet.
We're in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, and Joseph, tell us what is the future plans for Nerite, and what do you think is the future holds for decentralized finance and stablecoins market?
Yes. I won't comment on where I think the market is going.
Okay.
But for Nerite specifically, we're adding privacy soon. So there's going to be some privacy elements coming. I think one of the lacking parts of most privacy obfuscation tools is lack of yield. So you don't want to put your money into a privacy set for a very long time because it's not earning yield and capital is expensive. So we are going to be fixing that with yield-bearing USND and more privacy options. We're also beginning to turn over governance from our team to the community at large pretty soon.
Okay, nice.
So right now, 75% of 75% of fees from the protocol go to stablecoin holders, and the other 25% goes to a DAO treasury.
Okay.
And we need to start using that 25% more effectively to reward LPs and people contributing to Nerite.
So we see like a brilliant future for Nerite.
I hope so.
I think so. So where does Nerite fit compared to projects like DAI or USDS, especially with this focus on streaming payments, earning yields, and strong security?
Yeah. So DAI and USDS, which is the new version of DAI, they're both backed by centralized collateral. They're mostly backed by USDC, right? And other similar equivalents. So yes, they have a CDP, a collateralized debt position model like we do, but they don't have the same security guarantees. They don't have this redemption ability. And as long as there is no way for you to call Circle and say, okay, send me those treasury bills that are backing my stablecoin at 2 a.m. on a Saturday when USDC is depegging, they can't
It's
compete
not a
with
threat.
us. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. And last one. So as a founder of a small team, what advice would you leave to aspiring the DeFi developers who want to launch their own project?
Don't do it.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
I know.
Why?
Because it's super hard. It's never been a better time to be a builder in DeFi because the tools are so much better, the support is so much better, the infrastructure is so much better, and overall the market is so much more mature than it was even 2 years ago. But it's also never been harder to attract liquidity, right? And everyone who puts liquidity in wants to get a certain yield rate. And if you don't have a way to give them that, then it's going to be very hard to attract capital.
Okay.
So my advice is don't start a new DeFi protocol.
Not expiring at all.
I'm sorry. I think it's important to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't start a new DeFi protocol unless you know where the first 5 million in TVL is coming from. Exactly.
Okay. Perfect.
And if you do, go for it. But really, it's a game about attracting liquidity because without liquidity, your protocol is useless, no matter how interesting or novel it is. And the LPs that move money around don't care about how novel it is. They care about how much money they can make.
Yeah, that sounds right. So thank you, Joseph, for the chat. Like, I love it. And if you guys want to see it, you can see in YouTube or other social medias. We'll have the link below. And I don't know if you want to do some pitch or talk a little bit more. If there is any question that I didn't ask to you that we'd like to tell everybody.
No, thank you so much for your questions. They were very thoughtful. And please check out Nerite, NERITE.org, and borrow against your ETH, Bitcoin, and other assets for an interest rate that you choose.
See you.